In our last video, we learned about two new ways of selecting elements in CSS, using a space to say go inside. Okay, so find the footer, go inside it, find all the P's, and the comma, which lets me select multiple elements at the same time. So at this point, we need to take a step back and talk about how CSS rules are applied, okay? Because I might have a rule that says make all of my paragraphs dark gray. And now I have a rule that says make the paragraphs in my footer red, okay? So we need to think about which of these is going to take precedence. And if we flip over, we can see that my paragraph here is gray and this paragraph is red. So we've got two rules that we need to learn. The first is that rules that are more specific are going to overwrite rules that are less specific. So here, these both select paragraphs, but this paragraph is more specific because I'm telling it where it is. It's inside the footer. So here, red is going to take precedence over dark gray, okay? The second rule that we need to learn is that later rules overwrite earlier rules. So I might have this, okay, where I set the color here, and then later I set the color again. So this is dark gray, this is red, and here all of my paragraphs are going to be red because this rule is after this rule. So if I go back and I make this specific again, and I put it above this rule, think what color is the paragraph in my footer going to be? It's going to be red because that's the more specific rule, even though this rule comes after it, okay? So really simple rules, but this lets us start writing CSS in more efficient ways, okay? So here I say, okay, I want all of my headings, no matter what, to be Arial. And let's also say that I'm going to set a color. So I want them to be Arial, and I want them to be dark gray, okay? So my H1 here, and here's my H2. But now I might want to say, okay, that's all good, but you know, my H3s are special, and well, let's make it H2s so that I can actually see it. My H2s are special, and they are going to be green, okay? So that rule here, it's the same specificity as this rule. It's just selecting all the H2s, but it comes afterward, so it's going to overwrite that. All right, so two really simple rules. Rules that come after other rules overwrite those rules if they're the same specificity, but if one rule is more specific than another rule, that one's going to take effect. In the next video, we're going to start to look at how to use this in some really powerful ways.